Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Well, at least if you live in Canada, happy Thanksgiving. So, Thanksgiving in Canada, lots of people think we celebrate Columbus Day, and we don't. Columbus Day is not a recognized holiday in Canada, and I, for one, am glad for that. Yeah, I would not be comfortable celebrating a holiday that marked the genocide of the First Nations people, but that's my opinion. You're all entitled to your own. But there is this misconception that Canadians celebrate Columbus Day. We do not. Columbus Day is not a designated holiday in Canada. It is in the US and in some European nations, but not in Canada. In Canada, we celebrate Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a European tradition because the First Nations people would often, at least here on the plains, would often migrate south when the fall and winter approached. I didn't look into as to whether or not they celebrated a harvest festival, but that's what Canadian Thanksgiving is. It's a harvest festival. It used to be a day that kind of floated around. It would be anywhere from October to start of October to the end of November, depending on the growing season. However, back in 1957, it was designated the second Monday of October. So that was it, regardless of what was happening with the weather, that was going to be the day. So that way, regardless of where you were in Canada, if your harvest was earlier, later, it didn't matter. We were choosing that one day to celebrate and give thanks for the harvest. So that is the Canadian version of Thanksgiving. And like I said, since 1957, this has been going on. So this weekend, I went and spent time with family and some friends. We had turkey and ate way too much. And yeah, I haven't gotten on the scale. I don't want to get on the scale. The scale is not my friend. The scale is going to say, you gained 4 pounds. Did you enjoy that meal? And it's yes, I did, but I don't think it was worth 4 pounds. Anyways, I'll have to get back on track, once this long weekend is over, back to working out and not eating a whole lot of carbs. So that's the plan anyways. So this weekend, I decided to pull my pumpkins. So my pumpkins are the last thing in my garden. They've been out there. I'm trying to leave them on the vine as long as possible. I am going to carve them for Halloween and roast the pumpkin seeds. And I gotta check my seed stash. I may have to put aside a few pumpkin seeds for next year, but I have to look into that first. So let's go out and check my pumpkins. Good morning, birdies. You can see them lined up there and on the bush. I just filled up the bird feeder, so they're waiting. All right, waiting for me to basically go away. All right, look at the pumpkins. Okay, we've been getting a lot of frost, and the frost is here to stay, so I'm gonna check my pumpkins. They're still in good shape. But today I will pull them, and I think I'll put them in the house. So there's those two. There's that one. And this one with bird poop on it. Yeah. All right, let's get them in the house. Alrighty, so there are my 4 little pumpkins. So here's a pumpkin, there's a pumpkin, there's another pumpkin, and there's a pumpkin. So each pumpkin, so see my hand, there we go. Don't know how big they are. Oh, they're about the size of my head. So I am going to get them in the house and I'm gonna weigh them, see how much they weigh. I'm thinking they'll probably be about, I don't know, about 10 pounds or so. All right, well, let's find out. Okay, so I weighed the pumpkins and, hi Twig. Hello. Hi. The cats are checking out the pumpkins. I couldn't get a shot of the scale because the number wouldn't stay on long enough. Apparently, if it's less than like, 12 pounds, it's not gonna stay on the digital display. Hi, Twig. Yes, hello, pretty girl. Yay. So I've weighed them and I've laid them all out. This one is 7 point something. It's like 7.8. This one was 9.2. This one was 9.6. And this one was 10.2. So yeah, so the largest one is the one there on the end, 10 pounds, 10.2 pounds. Then these two about 9, and that one about 7. So yeah, so those are my pumpkins for this year. Yeah, so I am going to save these and carve these up closer to Halloween. So for now, they're just gonna hang out in my house. Okay, so you saw my pumpkins. I had 4 pumpkins this year. This is the first year that I've grown pumpkins successfully. In the previous years when I've planted the pumpkins, it's been too late. So I don't get pumpkins, or I do get them, but they're only about this big and they're green, and yeah, they're nowhere near reaching maturity. This year I grew them, I started them early enough, I had them in the ground early enough. It was a good growing season, at least for my pumpkins, and well, you saw what I got. So I'm happy with that. My sister-in-law, I was over at their house. Oh my God, now that woman can grow pumpkins. She had a ton of pumpkins, and some of her biggest pumpkins, like she had some massive pumpkins. So they were 20 pounders. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a huge pumpkin. So she's keeping her seeds and she's going to plant them next year. And I believe she tried milk feeding some of the pumpkins this year. I didn't ask her how that went, but just by judging the multitude of pumpkins she had, all the various sizes and the largest ones, I mean, she seems to be good at growing pumpkins, so that's fantastic. Pumpkins do take up a lot of room in the garden. I'm not gonna lie, they did choke out some of my other stuff, so I may have to get creative with where I plant pumpkins next year. And I'm actually thinking, like, these pumpkins that I planted and that you saw are jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I'm thinking I might try sugar pumpkins next year. I mean, sugar pumpkins, they're for eating. They're the pumpkins that you make pumpkin pies from. Generally, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, you can make pumpkin pie from them. However, the sugar pumpkins are sweeter and they're smaller, they're more meatier. Whereas a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin doesn't have a whole lot of meat on it, so they're not ideal for pies. But yeah, I don't know, I haven't decided. Next year, yeah, I'll decide then. I've got many months of winter to get through before I look at planting any seeds or starting anything in the house for my garden. So I've got time. I've got time to make some decisions. All right, so I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that this is just the beginning of a wonderful fall season for you, and that you stay happy and healthy until next week. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.